Hello and welcome to my studio. Today's topic of discussion is holistic self-defense. There are many who cannot conceive the concept of mental or spiritual defense. Their ignorance causes them to ridicule even the idea of mental and spiritual defense. Developing the physical aspects of self-defense is for beginners. It can be compared to a baby learning to crawl before it walks, or walk before it runs. In training the physical body, we develop coordination, balance, flexibility, strength, reflexes, endurance, speed, timing, and technical proficiency. Yes, someone can be a great fighter, a huge monster who can take and give physical punishment. However, that same person may not have a clue they are being manipulated into fighting by others who are more mentally developed. Without mental development, people are easily wound up and pointed in a direction like a fighting zombie. To defend oneself mentally, one must learn and develop the ability to understand cause and effect. One must be able to weigh both sides of a conflict and develop the wisdom and understanding to realize when they are being manipulated or led into a conflict which has nothing to do with them. I've adopted the word psychogenesis from Grandmaster Dan McKeedy. The word implies psycho as in the mind and genesis as the beginning. Everything begins in mind. Every action and reaction we have reflects our mental development. The physical aspects of training are the beginning, joining body and mind. As stated earlier, you can be the best kick-ass martial arts fighter on the planet, and at the same time, one of the most dysfunctional. If you do not develop yourself mentally, you will have no defense against being attacked and controlled by mental manipulation. That is what I refer to as learning to defend oneself mentally. I know defending oneself spiritually can sound rather funny, and it is often ridiculed. But we associate the spirit with one's emotions, as in he has a fighting spirit. Studying and developing the effects your body has during various emotions is part of our spiritual development. For example, if you are full of rage, your heart rate, metabolism, adrenaline, lactic acids, and various other changes affect your physical actions and reactions. Therefore, if you attack someone who is not in the same spirit, you would have an advantage over them. On the other hand, if someone who is in complete rage attacked you while you were in a happy moment, the response may be like a deer in the headlights of a truck. Let me explain a little more about what I refer to as spiritual defense. When we begin to feel an emotion affect us physically, we develop the ability to assess why are we feeling this way. Who is responsible for making us feel this way? Who will benefit from us acting on these emotions? When we study the spirit, the emotional being, we learn the effects of each emotion. We develop the ability to balance and counterbalance each emotion. Every emotion we have affects the body differently. In defending oneself spiritually, we learn to use these effects for us rather than against us. If you have no awareness you are being attacked or controlled mentally or spiritually, you will have no defense. You may just feel some days people piss you off, or other days people make you feel good, but you will have no understanding to why these things are happening. Learning to defend oneself is much deeper than just being a great physical fighter. But hey, if one is not aware they are being controlled like a puppet on a string, in their minds, they are still number one. They can be number one in jail, and if they are lucky, they won't get a bullet or a baseball bat in the head. If you want to learn self-defense, you better be much more than just a good physical fighter. One should learn to defend themselves mentally, spiritually, and physically. Well, that's it for my thoughts on holistic defense. If you enjoy my daily lectures, or some view as sermons, please select like, give me a thumbs up, share, and if you haven't done so, subscribe. And don't forget to click the little notification bell beside subscribe, and you'll be notified of my next update. Thanks again. Have a great day.